Welcome viewers to Softedemy, a software engineering academy. Today I am going to discuss with you about necessary terminologies used in planning and scheduling, interview, question and answer. Number 1, activity or task. The tasks that have to be accomplished in order to complete the project. Number 2, predecessor activity, the activity that affects start or finish dates of other activities, successor activities. Number 3, successor activity, the activity for which start or finish dates are dependent on other activities, predecessor activities. Number 4, lag. Lag staggers or delays the relationship of one activity predecessor to another successor. Number 5, constraints. Constraints are ground realities that overrule the logical start and finish time of the activity. For example, a certain piece of equipment will be received on, say, 25th of March. That equipment's erection activity cannot be started before 26th of March, irrespective of the fact that the foundation will be ready by 15th of March. Various types of constraints can be used, but most common used as follows. Start no earlier than. This type of constraint is applied to restrict that activity to start before a certain date. Start no later than. This type of constraint is applied to restrict that activity from starting beyond a certain date. Finish no earlier than. This type of constraint is applied to restrict that activity to finish before a certain date. Finish no later than. This type of constraint is applied to restrict that activity to finish beyond the certain date. Start on. To impose a compulsory start date to that activity. Finish on. To impose a compulsory finish date to that activity. Number 6, early start. The earliest possible time at which the activity can be started. Number 7, late start. The latest possible time an activity can be started without delaying the end date of the project. Number 8, early finish. The earliest possible time at which an activity can be finished. Number 9, late finish. The late possible time at which an activity can be finished. Number 10, free float. It's the margin of delay for an activity without delaying its successor activity. Number 11, total float. It's the margin of delay for an activity or a chain of activity without delaying the project. Number 12, scheduling. The process of calculating start and end dates of the activity. Number 13, forward pass. The process of calculating start and finish dates of each activity starting from the project start date. This process generates early start and early finish dates for each activity. Number 14, backward pass. The process of calculating start and finish dates of each activity starting from the project finish date. This process generates late start and late finish dates for each activity. Number 15, data date. the point in time that separates actual historical data from future scheduled data. Number 16, man hour. It is yardstick for measurement of effort. For example, 4 man hour will mean any of the following. Number 1, a 1 man hour working for 4 hours. Number 2, 4 man working for 1 hour. Number 17, standard man hour. Estimated effort per unit required to perform a job in terms of man hour. Number 18, earned man hours. It is the amount of work executed in terms of standard man hours. Number 19, project or budgeted man hours. Total number of man hours required to execute a project. Number 20, actual man hours. It is the amount of man hours actually utilized to execute work. Number 21, latest forecast plan. Revised plan showing expected dates for balance activities at certain point in time during project lifespan. Number 22, original base plan. A plan showing all activities as foreseen at start of the project. Number 23, efficiency. It is the ratio of earned man hour to actual man hours. Number 24, productivity. It is the number of work units produced per man hour spent. Number 25, cost at completion. The expected total cost at completion of an activity or a project. Number 26, budgeted cost. Total estimated cost approved for execution of a project. Number 27, resource. Anything that is required to perform an activity is called a resource. A resource can be manpower, equipment, or material. Number 28, critical activity. An activity that has potential of delaying a project is called a critical activity. Number 29, critical path. Chain of critical activities that has potential of delaying a project is called critical path. Such activities determine project duration. Number 30, critical path method CPM, a network analysis technique used to predict project duration by analyzing which sequence of activities, which path has the least amount of scheduling flexibility, the least amount of float. Thanks for watching Softudemy. So this is our planning terminologies, content about the terminologies used in planning and scheduling. You can maybe ask in interviews, question and answers. So thanks for watching Softudemy. Again, like, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. We will meet in the next videos, upcoming great videos.